This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
They still have not found the people responsible for drawing penises on the KFC bags.
Good.
I know you think that sounds random. It is not. In Auckland, a father received a rude shock when his KFC bag had penises drawn on it. Opting for the drive-thru, he says there was nothing unusual about the order, no confrontation with staff before he was asked to park in front of the store while his order was completed. So he's waiting on the chicken. After a brief wait, a male staff member appeared handing him the bag, which is passed to his 8 and 10-year-old children. That's when my son said, "Dad, what's on the bag?" And it was penises.
How do you not know how a
Look
penis
at it. It's the old classic.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
That's a good
8th grade.
Yeah.
Governor said the contents of the order were written on the bag, but there was also male genitalia scribbled all over the bag. I looked at the bag, thought, what in the actual F? I showed it, which is a logical response. Showed it to my partner and said, look at this. They can't find. Carpenter went straight back in the store. Staff members were kerfuffled when he pressed her on the issue. She really didn't know what to say or where the penises came from. And I said, listen, I just literally come out of my car because you just handed me the food, and this is what's on the bag. He said, remain calm while asking questions. The staff member admitted she wrote the order but completely denied drawing the penises on the KFC bag.
What if she has a disorder?
He was offered a refund, which he accepted and left the bag behind.
Where she just draws penises but doesn't remember.
KFC is investigating the caper of the penis.
Hey, you know what else you could have done? You could have just thrown the goddamn bag away.
Called a sack on a sack.
And went about your friggin' day. I'll be goddamn if I'm going to turn around and drive back in there and be like, hey, there's a dick on my bag.
Well, he's absolutely horrified, so you've got it completely wrong.
Hey, bro.
No,
There's something wrong with you if you're that scared of a penis drawing.
Right. You just tell the kids it's a rocket ship.
No, you don't.
And move on.
You say that is a penis. And it probably shouldn't be drawn on the bag, but that is what a penis looks like.
Right, and then you can make your dining choices going forward.
And then you move about your day.
Yeah, I don't think...
Because everybody's got genitals.
I mean, I like the going in for a refund. That's probably an instant refund, if they believe you. But I don't know what to tell you.
Stop being a damn baby.
I picture a dad and 2 kids screaming at the top of their lungs because they saw a penis, evil penis on a KFC bag.
If me and Avery got fast food and there were dicks drawn on the bag,
it'd be on Facebook in 2 seconds.
We'd be laughing our asses off. It would make our goddamn day.
As a matter of fact, I prefer a KFC with a penis on my bag.
Yeah, hey, I need my money back. There's no penis on my bag.
Am I going to call the television station?
Right.
To have Marcus Arsvold, or wait, did I get his name right?
Arsvold, right?
Have Arsvold come out and bother me in the middle of it?
No, he's got more important things to report.
I'm here to see about the dick doodle on the bag.
It's a dick
Can I get a good shot of the dick doodle? Yeah, I don't know whether you take that to the next level and call, or alert the FBI. Is he a Kevin for this? Oh. See, there's Karen and Kevin. Kevin's the other.
Oh, I thought it was Ken's.
Oh, I thought it was Kevin's. I would think a 10-year-old would find that pretty funny. Am I?
Well, and how did the kid not know what a penis was? The kid, in fact, has a penis.
Right. Am I off on that? Is my age penis equation off? I thought they totally know that.
Well, yeah. How old are the kids?
Yeah, a penis. Ah. Okay. Slow news day, I guess. Mm-hmm. All right, which one of you sons of bitches drew the penis on the bag? Who's the dick on the bag expert in here? Step forward.
An 8 and a 10-year-old?
8 and a 10-year-old. It will forever be known as the penis incident.
Well, they better get some therapy. They saw a penis drawing.
Tonight on CBS News, Penisgate.
It's not like a good... It's not like a detailed penis drawing either.
No.
It's not like...
It's a loose interpretation of a
Right.
penis.
Yeah, right. It is. I could see if it was like a detailed, shaded out, had pubes,
right,
and veiny.
Hey, calm down over there.
I could see. Then being like, okay, this is kind of a detailed dick.
Right.
You know? But this is nothing. Just throw it away. God. Why do you gotta agitate me right away?
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Dude, giant effing pumpkins. This is a whole thing. Charlie Shortino, good old Chuck.
Hello, Chucky.
He grows. He doesn't make them. He grows giant pumpkins. I don't know if any of you knew that. His pumpkin page is, I believe it's Fat Pumpkins. Anyway.
That's not what I get when I Google Fat
Well,
Pumpkins.
it's Fat Pumpkin.
That's
One.
something else.
Singular.
Right. That's the difference.
2 men, 1 dream, growing the largest pumpkin the world has ever seen. Mm-hmm. Now, poor Charlie, he's not had a great year. His giant pumpkin is dead, Jim. A mouse took it out.
Really?
Yeah. Which is depressing because he spends a lot of time trying to grow those damn pumpkins.
Yeah, what's it take,
you know?
like 10 minutes to put the weather together? Psh, then you're home watering your pumpkin.
I'll tell you more about this. So September 12th, my pumpkin growing season came to an end last week. In true David versus Goliath fashion, a 2-ounce mouse defeats a 1,200-pound pumpkin. He grew a 1,200-pound pumpkin.
Yeah, like it's, a hobby. It's just...
It is a hobby.
I know, but it's just like...
It takes a lot. I'll
Yeah.
get into the details of how much it takes right now. Take it to the house. Give me PC2. Minnesota man has broken the world record. With a pumpkin weighing in at 2,749 pounds. His name is Travis Ginger, talking about the logistics of actually weighing the pumpkin. And the moment he broke the record.
This thing's not going to weigh on a 4x4 scale. I said it needs something bigger. I mean, the thing's 7'5" long by 6'7". But yeah, they had to buy a new scale for it. This thing's been surprising. This thing's named Michael Jordan because it's 23 and the greatest basketball player of all time. So the only thing we got to figure out is it the greatest pumpkin of all times.
2749! That's a world record! World record!
I want that guy to announce our
Funerals.
He died what he loved best, trying to find his way around the forest. He had no idea where he was going. Give it up for Johnny Danger. That guy has got to have a job at my funeral.
Dude. Okay, so this fella here that grew, Michael Jordan, teaches horticulture at Anoka Technical College near Minneapolis.
He's got a leg up. He's a scientist.
He's been growing pumpkins since he was a dang teenager.
Wow.
He also broke the American record last year with a 2,560-pound pumpkin. In other words, it's Charlie Shortino's arch nemesis.
Nice.
The payout is $9 a pound. He sold it for just under $25,000. That would only net him around $10,000 because it costs $15,000 to grow a giant pumpkin.
Kidding. I had no idea.
I had no idea either. And I did not know you got paid out.
I thought you just walked out and hosed it down and went back to bed.
Right?
Weird.
Turns out.
Yeah, it turns out.
He got an extra $30,000 for breaking the record, so he made about $40,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he deserves it. That's pretty cool.
So if you think about this,
sounds pretty hit and miss, actually.
Well, yeah, it takes a lot for the pumpkin, I guess, to get to maturity. 2,749 pounds. Keep that in mind, okay? This was the 50th World Championship. The first was in 1974. Guess how much the winning pumpkin weighed in 1974 for the gigantic effing pumpkin contest?
Oh, well.
You don't actually F a pumpkin, but.
1974?
Yeah.
I'm going to say probably not that big. I'll say 710 pounds.
Well, sorry to tell you this, John. I'm going to have to shoot you. It was 132 pounds.
Really?
So, yeah. Think
Wow.
about how significant that growth has been.
Growth.
Genetics.
I was just going to say, check it for growth hormone.
So,
But don't they take the seeds from the champion and it's like a horse? It's like a stud seed, right?
Yeah.
They move the seed. They sell the seeds, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Charlie had even posted on the Fat Pumpkin page earlier in the year. He was all like, I got exclusive seeds. He was all excited, and then a mouse did him in. So let's see, what was the post? It was like, big seeds, big plans. Yeah, big things, big pumpkins coming this year. So, yeah, he must have got one of the prize-winning seeds. Didn't matter, though, did it? Pumpkins that we use for jack-o'-lanterns are around 10 pounds. So that would be like 275 of them. It can make at least 687 pumpkin pies. It's as heavy as a walrus, a hippopotamus, or a Mazda Miata with 2 actual Michael Jordans sitting in it.
So
that's so huge.
So these got from 130 pounds. So these have been bred over the decades.
Yeah.
These seeds.
Totally.
These pumpkins.
Well, yeah, I mean, think about it, too, like how, you can get all kinds of different pumpkins out there. There's the pie pumpkins, and there's whatever. There's white ones. There's blah, 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 blah. So it would make sense that they just have kept breeding the bigness into certain seeds, right? That's a huge pumpkin.
And then after that, it's some TLC, a lot of water, and keep the mice out. And then cross your fingers, right?
Well, yeah, I remember Charlie is out there breeding his pumpkins. He had a video about pumpkin sex. It's rather graphic. You have to, there's obviously keeping pests away and vine maintenance and everything else.
So it's weird we're talking about selective breeding with pumpkin seeds.
I know.
So, hello, I'm Charlie Shortino. I'm a competitive vegetable grower. Hello.
But
by the way, there's a cold front coming in.
I didn't know it cost $15,000.
No freaking clue. That blows me away.
Yeah. I didn't know they got paid either.
Didn't know that either.
I thought it was just like this is fun to do kind of thing,
I'm sure they have secrets they don't tell us about, too. I'm sure there's something else they pump into them or something.
Us regular pumpkin people?
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen.
No. We had a volunteer pumpkin grow in our garden, was it last year or the year before? Which was kind of neat because I smash up the pumpkins from Halloween and then put them out for the critters. And I don't know, one of them must have planted a gosh darn pumpkin seed in my wildflower garden.
I wonder what the secret is to when it gets those big weights to not split under its own. There's got to be. Are you moving it? I'm sure you're pruning it and things, but there's got to be. Do you move it?
No, see, there's always one side of it that's flat.
Right.
Because that's where it.
Okay, so you want that then.
Yeah, because otherwise,
okay.
How are you going to transport it?
Right,
You'd have a 2,750-pound ball.
Right.
Look at all them old white dudes. Holy.
That is weird. He called it Michael Jordan. I've never seen a black dude at a pumpkin growing contest or a hockey game, weirdly. I don't know what's going on out there. A lot of weird stuff going on. But yeah, so, genetics, feeding, it's a full-time job, isn't it? I kind of get a grip on the whole art form.
Right. And the anxiety of it all. You spend, how much time did Charlie spend with that goddamn pumpkin and then a mouse chewed through the vine?
Right.
Right? So then it's like, oh my God, you spent months, since whatever, March, when you plant your seeds inside. And so 6 months he spent nurturing that goddamn thing.
Yeah, it's a weird obsession.
And then
very strange.
You plant it outside and you go to bed at night and hope nothing crazy happens while you're unable to watch your pumpkin.
The weather's got to be right. It's just like you're a farmer. I mean, everything's just got to be perfect, I guess. And then they're 1 in a million. Did you say that guy had other record-breaking pumpkins?
Yeah. He had the American record last year he broke with a 2,560-pound pumpkin. So now he broke.
See, I feel like you and I should just try to grow a pumpkin before we graduate to the big guys.
I did grow one.
Yeah.
But not on purpose.
Well, that'll come in handy. We're trying to grow a 2,000-pounder. Nice.
Whoops.
What is that? I thought I planted corn.
And I did do that. I'm like, what is this?
No, I'm just saying if I could grow a pumpkin, that'd be a good start. If I could get something to grow, that would be a great start.
For sure.
And then do they plant like 20 of them around in a field to see which one starts taking off?
Right. Is this like in vitro where you have 4 embryos
exactly.
or are you just doing one?
Right. You got to keep a barn full of manure handy. And oh my God, the more we talk about it, the more it sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah. It seems like a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah.
His wife is probably tired of hearing about pumpkins, don't you think?
Right.
Anyway.
So
let
me see what I got here. You get a hot take on a gourd. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, does this say anywhere? Because I thought I heard on the news about this pumpkin that he had to give it 120 or 150 gallons of water a day.
Oh my God!
It drank that much water every day.
You know what that water bill would be in DeForest?
Yeah, $10,000.
Like, no. When I was growing my yard, I swear to God, I had the sprinkler on all day. I had 3 of them on. It was like $500 a month.
Man, if that brewery goes into forest, your beers are going to be pretty expensive with water like that.
Dude, the water table's going to just dry right out. Oh, yeah, that's going to be fun. Oh, my God. All right, man.
Thank you.
Later.
Token Creek's going to be dry creek. Ain't going to be no water over there.
That'd be crazy. Well, and then, this guy had to transport that pumpkin from Minnesota all the way to San Francisco.
Right.
So
yeah, how do you and then when it's over?
So talk about a puckered butthole the whole drive.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. No kidding.
Yeah.
You'd have to have a specialized moving company. Mm-hmm. It'd be like hauling a nuclear reactor.
Wow. But that's a lot of water. Jesus Christ.
Charlie single-handedly destroying the environment.
Yeah, meteorologist. You should know better. No, I'm not going to besmirch Chuck.
And then it'd be fun getting some tannerite and blowing the hell out of them when you realize it's not going to make it.
Yeah.
Get to about 1,000. It's amazing that 1,000-pounder makes you a loser.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Try again next year, dickbag. It's fierce competition in the pumpkin growing.
They should make I'll tell you what they ought to make.
A movie about it.
They ought to make a movie. They ought to remember the show about dog show, Best in Show?
Totally.
They ought to do that with pumpkins. God, that would be hilarious.
It would be awesome.
Like a Spinal Tap Best in Show. God, would that be hilarious.
Or like the movie Butter, where it was about the butter carving competition. Yeah. Yes, I'm in. We both had the same vision. Somebody do that.
Shh. I can hear my pumpkin getting fatter.
Yeah.
I can hear it. I can hear it growing. Hi, how's it going?
I buy a 16-pound pumpkin. I can barely haul that sucker to the van. What did this guy get? Yeah. Would he use a bobcat to get this son of a gun there?
If it was 2,749 pounds, how much can a bobcat lift?
Probably not that much.
Probably not that much. Yeah.
This guy's crazy. He needs a hobby like drinking.
I would It would be fascinating also just to see how they do transport a 2,000-pound pumpkin.
So
I'd love to see it.
different bobcats are going to have different capacity ratings, but this one's at 2,050 pounds. This is like a bigger bobcat doing 6,780 pounds. That's got the track wheels and everything.
No, you'd have to go out
I guess.
you'd have to go out to Sunbelt Rental and get yourself some kind of big lift. How do you know when it's
there? I like it.
How do you know when it's done growing?
The competition's here, and you have to go. That's how you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. I just wondered. Okay, man. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, later.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Hey, so I think that they lift it like they do the whales. You know how they got like the big like tarp underneath it?
Oh,
They lift it up
yeah.
like a crane.
Like a sling.
Because like Johnny had said, it's going to split open if you lift it the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's going to implode on itself. So you almost got to like cradle it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you'd think you need a moving company.
There's probably a pumpkin moving company.
You know how like
There's
how
like a
like when there's
giant pumpkin
you know
place.
how like when there's in those movies about fat people.
Yeah.
Where it takes like 8 paramedics to lift some fat ass out of his bed, get him onto a gurney to take him in to clean his folds out.
Yeah.
It would look something like that, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, man. Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Yeah.
Like guys got sponsored by Dawes Crane to come out there and pick
Dawes
it up.
Crane. There's
For sure.
there's a good cheap plug.
For sure. Thanks, man.
Hey, man. Thanks.
You bet.
Dawes plug. Write that down. New sponsor for the Fake It 8. Hi.
Hey, my neighbor grows them big pumpkins. I went down there with my Track New Holland skid loader, and we used a webbed harness that wraps around the pumpkins and lifts it straight up.
Holy crap.
Yeah. What do you think the poundage was on that on the big one?
It came in at 1978 pounds.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. That's got to be a state qualifier, doesn't it? That'd be a state
Yeah, the
qualifier.
first time I did it, I didn't even know it was, a big deal, so I wasn't even nervous. And this year when I did it, I kind of went in with a different perspective, that's for sure.
See, there you go. Proof that ignorance is bliss. The less you knew, the better off you were about it. Yep.
That's about it.
All right, man. Thanks.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, guys.
No, it's weird to the layman. It would just seem like growing a 60, like that guy said, 60-pound pumpkin to a 1,900-pound pumpkin. There would be some HGH and something we don't know. And I know whatever you pump into it, water, whatever calcium, I have no idea. But it would just seem like there would be to get to that level.
It's just a special seed. It's a special kind of pumpkin.
All right.
Like how
I'll take your word for it.
You know?
This is amazing.
It is amazing. I find it fascinating. The more I read about it, the more I'm like, what is going on? This is a whole
I wonder if
subsect of Halloween.
I wonder if Charlie Shortino's mom used to call him Pumpkin when he was a kid.
I don't know. I wonder if he cried.
When he got called Pumpkin?
No, when the mouse chewed through the vine.
Oh.
I'd have a nervous breakdown. Are you kidding me?
Charlie Shortino, Forbidden Pumpkins. Tonight on Channel 15.
He's like hammered at the local bar. They're like, Charlie lost his pumpkin today.
Yeah, I guess.
He sent him flowers.
I guess.
He's like, in lieu of flowers, please donate to the pumpkin patch.
God, that would be so surreal to be hugging it out with Charlie after he's just crying down at the end of the bar.
Yeah.
About his pumpkin.
And he's like showing you videos of him dancing around the pumpkin.
Right.
Yeah.
Like little sad pictures.
Yeah. These were happier times. Yeah. It's tragedy, man.
If only I'd watered it more, I could have went to state.
You can't think about it like that, man.
He said, Uncle Rico of pumpkin growing.
Yeah.
And then he finally gets frustrated. He says, next year, I'm going to grow the world's biggest banana. I got an idea. Like, We need more drinks down here.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, JJO.
It's hump day and I'm moving just a little slow. My body knows I got 3 more days to go at a job filled with office politics and drama. Yes, that's why I'm still in my pajamas. It's hump day again. It's hump, this is the end.
All right, it is hump day. We like to talk about sex and wieners.
Yeah.
Scientists have unsheathed an electrifying new treatment for erectile dysfunction that's better than popping a little blue pill. It's radio waves. That's right. Just push this radio right up to your wiener and we'll cure everything. New research published in the International Journal of Impotence Research suggested that self-administered low-intensity radio frequency zaps straight to the penis could be effective for ED treatment due to anatomical and physiological changes in the penile tissue. When used at lower frequencies, the radio frequency creates heat. Yes, my natural heat. Due to the interaction between molecules and ions, triggering structural changes.
So you don't
creation of collagen and elastic fibers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you don't stick your wiener up to the speaker.
Sure, do it.
I dare you.
Rub it around.
But don't do it at Best Buy. That'd be a bad look. Buddy, could you put your pants on?
Over the course of 2 months and 12 treatments, 32 study participants aged 41 to 78 self-treated with the radio waves. Outcomes were evaluated using a questionnaire. 1 month after treatment, 28 of the men completed follow-up. Researchers found that 50% of the patients achieved normal erectile function after treatment.
Wow.
And 11 of those reported significantly improved sexual function. 3, however, reported no benefits. And their wives were all like, shut that damn radio off. Overall, participants did not complain of any side effects and said the device was comfortable, simple, and easy to operate. So there you go. This news comes as a host of alternative ED treatments that have recently emerged. Quick-acting nasal spray. What about Botox? Another recent study suggested that the sufferers try to improve their sleep quality as a possible cure. Yeah, sleep is a BFD for like everything.
How much is the Radio Shock thing? You get a discount for cash up front, or how much?
Well,
is
this
something
is
like that?
all experimental.
Oh, Jesus.
But once it's on the market, you're going to pay $8 billion.
I wonder if I can build my own penile radio wave shock program from a diagram in Popular Mechanics.
Do it.
A blender, a paper clip, and a thin mint.
Mm-hmm. It's like when Rico bought a time machine.
I was golfing with my buddy yesterday, and we had an interesting conversation at the Oaks Golf Bar yesterday about erections.
Okay. It is National Coming Out Day, so...
You jackass. This is what we talk about. Our sex lives and whatnot. No, he's very happy. He started, guess what he started, and this is no lie. Beat chews.
You didn't let me friggin' guess. First of all.
You would have said hustler or something. You would have said something ridiculous.
Giant pumpkins.
Beat chews. He's been on them for about 3 months and says he gets raging boners.
Dre ain't got nothing on them beats.
Factually correct.
I love beats.
You can get them at, he takes 2 a day, and it's good for, look it up, I forget. It's like cardiovascular, but it's good for blood flow. It's good for your arteries. But I can't remember the verbiage on.
It's called Super Beats.
Super Beats.
Yeah.
Beat chews.
Right. They should pay us for this.
It's true. So that might be something you might want to look.
Can't you just eat beets?
Something like natural, something more natural. Well, I think this is more of a on the run, on the go, in a bag, chew it and move. you know.
Are you telling me you don't have beets in your pocket right now?
I don't have a beet in my pocket. You can check. I don't think that's a beet.
No,
it's got some fuzz. It's got some fuzz on it. I believe that's a peach.
Bad.
Check that. Yeah, I think it's an artery widening something. Blah 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 blah. Science. Blah
yeah, that's supposed to do a bunch of stuff for you. It's just a gosh darn superfood, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hot damn.
So try that, fellas.
Well, whatever. Radio, beets.
He's got more energy. Well, he didn't want to get into weird supplements and stuff like that, so his doctor recommended beet chews.
Wow.
So he takes a little melatonin and beet chews at night, and said he wakes up feeling like a porn star. So there's something. There's a beet for you to chew on. Just check it in.
I know. I've heard other people advertise those.
Now, I countered my buddy by saying, what if I hang a dumbbell on my wiener and stretch it? So we're going to try that later, too.
Good. I hope you do.
We're going to go out to his garage and try that.
Yeah, just guy things. It's what we talk about. Okay, well, you're rubbing your wiener together with your friend.
We're not rubbing wieners. We're just talking about life, dude. Just dudes talking about dude stuff. We can have those conversations because we're comfortable in our own skin.
Then he chewed a beet chew and spit it into your mouth.
I said, whoa, feel this, dude. Pants got tight. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, so 2 things. First, am I the only one that heard super beats and thought that would make a great cover verbiage for Super Beast?
Oh, dude, very nice.
Oh, little Rob Zombie up there?
Also,
all right, I like that.
If you take those pills, do you, instead of a penis, have a super beat stick?
I love you.
Technically, yes, you do. Roll with it, man. Thanks, buddy. I'm worried about the radio wave stuff, more of like the reproductive end of that. That sounds a little sketch to me.
You think so?
Yeah. Like the little...
Well, yeah.
I mean, but you're targeting... How do you target, like, tissue in your penis without... I don't know, man. I don't know. So you're breaking it down and regrowing? Is it like a workout? It's so weird. Because you want damage, right? Don't you want damage from it? To regrow it?
To regrow your boner? No. I don't. You don't want to damage it. It's just...
I'd like to talk to a urologist. I golf with one, but I haven't seen him in a while. I could run that beat thing by.
Triggering structural changes and the creation of collagen and elastic fibers.
Yeah. I think you want to get the plaque like out of your wiener artery, and then you can do that with beet chews.
Man, you sound like a doctor.
I'd start with a beet chew and then go for there and see what happens. Because he didn't want to take Viagra. He's not ready for Viagra. But, I think, well, it's either a low testosterone issue, which you can get tested and find out. You can eliminate all of these issues with your tissues.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes, so I wanted to start something natural, and they recommended it. He goes, it's not my imagination. So there you go, man.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a tip, something to try.
Oof. A lot of weenus.
I think it's good for high blood pressure too. I think it lowers your blood pressure.
It increases the nitrous oxide. Somebody said.
That's it. That's what I read.
Tom, he always knows.
Tom, you and your boner. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, when you guys got done talking about your boners, did one of you yell out, "Did we just become best friends?"
Oh, we're the best.
And then you ran out to the garage and did some karate.
Oh, dude, it's my favorite movie. It is my favorite movie. And we had pirate hats on. You forgot about that. We were in our pirate treehouse with our pirate hats and hustlers.
Jesus Christ.
Where do you rank Step Brothers in your pantheon of great movies?
Don't hate me.
You suck.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
How's it going, everybody?
It's rocking.
Okay, so love makes people do weird things. 65-year-old man in New Hampshire named Michael Arnold. First problem, he has 2 first names. He's been arrested for stalking a woman for 4 years, but he wasn't just following her around.
Uh-oh.
He would also fly a small propeller plane over her house in New York and throw tomatoes on her roof from above. He'd sometimes do these flybys 3 times a week. And yeah, she could definitely hear it. She said he'd fly so close that the doors and windows would rattle.
Right. He's dive bombing her.
Yeah. Woman said she made repeated complaints, but she couldn't get the authorities to take her seriously, even when her neighbors were like, yes, there was a low-flying plane throwing tomatoes, which is weird. Even when they did listen, she could not get the police to work with the FAA. Even though the plane was Michael's, he denied that he was the one flying it, but he refused to reveal who the pilot was.
So he was pretty accurate.
He said, I might be able to, but I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. If they don't want to get involved, I can't get them involved. He sounds like a real dickbag.
Good.
Now, he never had a relationship with a victim. It started when he was a customer who would show up at her cafe and be creepy. At one point, he emailed her dick pics.
Oh, hello, Brett Favre.
She warned him to cool it, and that's when he started stalking and threatening her from the ground, the air, and on social media. God, hey, I know this is weird and funny, but it's also scary because these are the people that kill women.
Yeah, it's true. And think about how much effort and money it took to do all this stuff. You know, airplane fuel and, and you know, maintenance and buying the tomatoes.
Right. So, and she rejected him, and that's how she got here. And that's almost always the case.
What a waste of good tomatoes. Save it for the BLT, dog.
Dude. Yeah, dude.
What the hell?
Now, he already had an order of protection against him, so now he's facing an additional 8 counts of misdemeanor criminal contempt as well as 1 felony count.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I could just seeing the lady there on the ground with her tomato in her mouth. Just, I saw it coming, but I couldn't get out of the way.
When a stalker throws you tomatoes, you make soup. Something like that.
Maybe he wanted to. The tomato was a metaphor falling out of the sky so they could hook up, have lunch, and catch up. I never know whether this is on or not. Did that broadcast? I never know.
The juice is not worth the squeeze.
So I assume you lose your pilot's license for life. I don't know how that stuff works.
No. Like they can't even get the cops to work with the FAA. He's got misdemeanors against him. Literally nothing is going to happen until somebody gets hurt.
And you know, it's so regular. His flight and tomato bombing is so regular. The neighbors even pull the kids in out of the yard.
Yeah.
Kids, the Red Baron's coming. Get in here.
Well, right. And I mean, think about it has to be weird for the neighbors too.
Oh, sure.
Super weird. 4 out of every 5 stalking victims are women. While high-profile celebrity stalking cases generate considerable media attention, they are relatively rare. Most of it occurs between people who know each other. Less than 1/4 of women and about 1/3 of men are stalked by strangers. Women are most likely to be stalked by a current or former intimate partner during the relationship, after it ends, or both points in time.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
The majority of women who are stalked by current or former intimate partners also report having been physically assaulted by these partners. And a sizable percentage, 1 out of 3, also report having been sexually assaulted by the same partners who stalked them. So that sucks.
See, I like to look on the glass half full. If I saw tomatoes falling out of the sky, I think free salsa. You gotta look at it. You gotta get a positive out of it. Gather them up, head into the house, chop it up.
I know you're scared for your life, but here's some tomatoes.
Hi.
He was spooging with my some of the swear doggers.
See, that's who flies over my house. That's the stalkers I get.
Well, they love you.
That is the last time she will reject someone that wants to salsa dance.
Thank you.
Get out of here.
Good. So, let's see
you
here.
You asshole, I love you.
Let's see here. If she pulled out a, you don't want to go too big of a caliber, like a 22.
Are you going to say and shoot at the plane?
Yeah.
She's going to be in trouble with the FAA
Who
then.
cares? You're defending yourself. Who cares, dude? Just you just hit just hit the prop, hit a little linkage, boom.
Guy needs his ass kicked.
He does need his ass kicked. He needs some tomatoes thrown at him. I assume they know where he lives.
My God. I should not have looked up stats on this. The average length of partner stalking is 2.5 years.
Wow. That's frightening.
My God.
That's commitment.
Are you telling me? It is commitment. You're right. I'd be like, man, you don't got to follow through on nothing except your stalking skills.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
God.
Yeah, that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. What? Okay. Among female victims of attempted and completed intimate partner homicide by male partners in the 12 months prior to the attack, 85% of attempted and 76% of completed homicide victims were stalked.
Yeah, and then nothing happens until
somebody's hurt.
Until somebody gets killed or run over or whatever.
100%.
Or you choke on a tomato.
Well, hopefully they see how nutbaggy this guy is. But it just so she did have an order of protection against him. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a piece of paper. Unless the cops are there as he's close to her, it's not going to protect her life, for Christ's sake.
There was an old, what was that movie? Wuthering Heights? No. It was set in San Francisco.
Whispering Eye.
Yeah.
Oh, water balloon launcher.
No. Oh, that's better.
That's a good idea. But then if that plane crashes, 35 children died today as a plane crash.
Now all of a sudden you're in that.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Keaton played this landlord that those stalker movies are pretty badass.
Yeah.
But it was Michael Keaton. I don't know if he was the landlord or he lived there. He was like in the floorboards. It was in San Francisco. Does that ring a bell?
No.
Look that up once. You should see it. I mean, he played a really great scary guy character.
I like Michael Keaton.
Well, right. I mean, he's diverse, dude. Not Wuthering Heights.
God, and you know what? He's actually aged well. A lot of those
He
people
actually
are
has.
like,
Yeah, he actually has.
ooh.
Yeah, no. Did you get that one?
I'm looking.
It's my movie tip of the week.
I'm looking.
Anything with Michael Keaton is great.
Okay, when was it?
I don't know.
Okay. Pacific Heights?
That's what it was. I was thinking of Wuthering Heights. Pacific Heights. God, check that movie out.
Melanie Griffith?
Yeah, who was the
Beverly D'Angelo?
Yeah, but who was the dude? Who played the dude? Forget Birdman. Watch Pacific Heights. It's better. You'll like it.
Matthew Modine, Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Matthew Modine.
Yeah.
That's who it was. He was pretty good back in the day.
Psychological thriller. I like those.
Absolutely. He played so many good roles.
All right, dude.
Especially back in the day. Remember when he, do you know his, God, that would have been was that 80s or 90s? God, was that back? Gung Ho.
1990.
When he played the car, the Mr. Mom. His old stuff's fantastic.
All of his stuff I like pretty much. All of it that I've seen anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a terrible Michael Keaton movie out there. But
So nothing can get done to the tomato dive bomber until...
Well, he's got some misdemeanor stuff against him right now. And one felony count. So I'm assuming for breaking the order. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully he's a weak 65-year-old.
I would put surveillance on all the tomato stands in the 3-county region.
Yeah, where's he getting all these tomatoes from?
Right, exactly.
How many tomatoes is he dropping at a time? Is it like a bushel or is it like 2 cherry tomatoes. What's happening here?
Well, if a cherry tomato and a regular tomato are dropped at the same time, you know what happens. Ask Da Vinci.
Okay, I will. I got to buy weed from him later anyway.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.